Welcome to our market outlook for today. So, we're going to go straight to business. First, let's see what the fundamental for the week is going to look like. So like we always do, we want to see forest factory to see for the week beginning today, 23rd, down to 28th. That's on Friday. Okay, so if you've been joining our classes, so we know we focus on two folders. Not that these are the only way. We basically have there are like three folders. We have the yellow, we have the orange, and then the red. So I fitted out the yellow from my forest factory, because the yellow is medium impact. So this is what the yellow looks like. Okay, so now you see we now have three. So yellow is medium impact, low impact, sorry. It doesn't do anything, doesn't affect the market. So the one that usually affects the market is the orange, which is a medium impact, and then the red. The red is usually crazy. So that's why I took out the yellow, so that I can just focus on the medium impact and the high impact news. So on Monday, we're going to have a medium impact news by 9 a.m. in Nigeria, 10 a.m. in South Africa. But so it's going to be like, we are going to have like a quiet Monday, because it's just for the Euro. Then on Tuesday, by 3 p.m. Nigerian time and then 4 p.m. South Africa, we'll have this CB consumer confidence. So that's for the USD. That will be quickly followed at the same time by these two medium impact news for the new home sales and the Richmond Manufacturing Index. So that takes us to Wednesday, 2:30 a.m. It will be the AUD. We'll have the consumer price index for the AUD by 2:30 a.m. So by 2:30 a.m. we are fast asleep. So if you have any trade running that has the AUD, you make sure you close it before going to bed on Tuesday evening, because by 2:30 a.m. in Nigeria, 3:30 a.m. in South Africa, we expect this big market mover, the CPI for the AUD. Then on Wednesday, the same Wednesday, by 1:30 p.m. Nigeria, that's 2:30 South Africa, we'll have a medium impact news for the USD. So that takes us to Thursday. And on Thursday, 1:30 p.m. Nigeria, 2:30 p.m. South Africa, we'll have the USD. There will be a red impact news, the advanced GDP, and the unemployment claims. Then on 28th, which is on Friday, it will be the turn of the GBP, as the Japanese yen. when the Bank of Japan will have the outlook report and then a monetary policy statement that will be followed. That's for the JPY. Then same Friday or all day we'll have the German prelim price consumer price index. So the euro will be active all day. That will be then the yen again. The yen. The yen we'll still have the Bank of Japan, the press conference. So these are all early morning. But for the euro, the euro is going to be all day. For the yen, I think the entirety of this news will come at the same time. That is 12:30 a.m. in Nigeria, while it will be 1:30 a.m. in South Africa. My voice. Okay, so is it better now? Can you please confirm if it's better? Is my voice better now? Sunday. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Okay, so then 1:30, our next attention will be drawn to 1:30 p.m. on Friday. That will be 2:30 in South Africa. That will be the card. That will be quickly followed by the USD. So it's going to be pretty busy, especially starting on Tuesday. So we want to watch out for these news events. And then especially you want to see how, even if you're not trading, you want to see how they affect the market. So take note of the day, take note of the time, and then the next thing you want to take note of is the currency it is going to affect. So when it's the time, we will go for those currencies that is going to affect and then see how they actually move the market. All right, so let's see what the DXY has for us. So last week we were expecting, this was where we had the DXY last on Sunday last week. Our projection was that it was going to come lower. It was going to make a kind of movement upward and then sell off. So, but it didn't sell off. We were inside this consolidation starting Monday. We actually had the move we were expecting upward. We projected it was going to come as high as this, did that, but then from that Monday started consolidating all through. So normally when we have a consolidation like this, one thing is sure. I expect that it's going to break out either upward or downward. So based on the price action that we are seeing, so the fact that we still have this impulse swing, formed by the high here and this low. So price is still within within this range, within the range. Price is still respecting this low, is still respecting this high. So price hasn't taken out the low, neither has it taken out the high. So meaning we are just looking at this. We're looking at this as a kind of a retracement. So that's why last we were expecting that after price makes this complete retracement, that it should sell off to the downside. This was what we projected for last week. So we actually got the move, but then price started consolidating. So going into the new week, we now want to see that. We now want to see price break out from this. We want price to break out from our consolidation and then pull, give us a pullback before it sells off. So these are the two possible scenarios. So, but it's also possible so this is what we are expecting. It breaks out and then pull and sell off. But there is also possibility that it can decide to break to the upside. So if that happens, then we expect a pullback to have it go. Then we will not be looking at price taking out going as high as taking out all of this. But more likely, I think I will, based on the strength of the dollar, what the dollar has been doing. The dollar has been very weak because of a lot of outside influence that have been affecting the dollar in recent months. So I think I favor more of it breaking to the downside than going to the upside. So these are the possible scenarios. So how would it affect the Euro USD? So the same thing where the same thing we were expecting. So we're still inside this range. So this was to be a kind of a retracement and then to break out to the upside. So, but since dollar consolidated, so you can see the same consolidation here. So our expectation is that it should break. So this is what we are expecting to break to the upside. So since we are inside a consolidation, we want to get a break, a pullback, and then take it up. So when price is inside a consolidation, you just wait for it to decide whose side is going to. But the price action we're seeing is that it favors break to the upside. So if the dollar breaks to the downside, the Euro USD will break to the upside. The GU. So GU was so this correlated pairs. So GU, I would have wanted GU or preferred GU since it's because we're still looking at if we still have this range, formed by this low here and this high. They are still very much intact, although this one has been tapped out. So we could be looking at bigs like this. So, but then if we still focus on this, this one wasn't taken out. So it would have been better that when price came to this point, it would have been better that it took it out. And then starts forming this consolidation that we are seeing here. So in that case, so but if the dollar breaks to the downside, so we expect that this will break to the upside. We'll get a break, and we'll look for a pullback, expected to go higher. So that's our expectation. For the GU, gold. Gold is really at a point I think we just gold is already reacting very well at a key level. Okay. So for gold, I think this the upside here looks very clean. We have this entire relative equal highs here that may just be serve as on a draw on liquidity. So at market opening, might just see gold make a kind of an up move, look for a pull, and then want to clean out the upside here. Especially the fact that on Friday it reacted very well, reacted heavily at this point here. So you might just see it. Especially if the dollar is seeking to break out on the downside from that consolidation. Okay, UCAD. So UCADs, surprisingly, was made some up move. So for normally the way we look at the way we try to simplify trading. So if we are looking at the fact that we had a one-sided move here to the upside. One-sided where so we'll just normally expect. So if there's an impulse, we'll just expect a pullback before eventually we might get a move to the upside. Because so we can focus on that. Focus on reasons why because if we're looking at this as an impulse swing, we see that price tapped out this high, tapped at the high. So in that case, going into the new week, we can begin to look for reasons why we want to sell off. So that will also come down to the strength of the USD. So if the USD is weak, then we expect the Canadian dollar to drag it down. So if you trade the USD card, just focus on the fact that we have an impulse swing here. So price will not normally want to start going out. You want to make it pullback, even if there is any reason why it will go higher. So we are expecting this pullback. That's what we are expecting from the U card. That's clean.
Price.
This is USD JPY. Last week, I said it was going to actually go up, but it should give us a kind of a pullback before it will eventually go up. It didn't do that. It stubbornly started going up, but eventually came down on Thursday. So I still expect it to make some come back lower. So based on this, so that will be good for the USD JPY. This is a pair that you trade. Okay. So is there any pair you want me to look at that I've not looked at? Anyone you want me to look at? Are you there? Is there a pair you want me to look at for you that I have not touched? Michael and Sunday.
Oh, Mr. Eric.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, sorry, have you done this in Euro USD? Because I want to screenshot it before.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, let me just screenshot it. Okay, what about the US oil?
US oil.
Yes.
Uh, like I said, it's not a pair I usually look at, but I can look at it for you. Okay. So as we can see, US oil created a gap. There was a gap here
Okay.
that was created in that was March 30, March 31st. There was a gap. So that's why I actually placed this horizontal line here. So normally when the market
Okay,
creates a
what
gap,
is always causing that gap? Because some currency pair are always seeing it.
yeah. So normally what happens is when the market creates a gap like this, so it
Uh,
will what it simply means was that there was no activity, there was no buying and selling that took place within that gap. So the market will want to balance it up.
okay.
The market will want to fill it up. So it has not. So throughout last week, I think it was that gap. It was gradually filling up, but we still have halfway. It is being filled halfway, but we still have these left. We still have these left.
So it means it will still come down
Yeah, it will want to fill it
and fill
completely.
the gap.
Yes, it will want to fill it completely. So we might just we just want to go up. Maybe let me use the daily. So might have something like this. Get it to this level. and then it drops to fill up the gap. Or
Okay.
another scenario could be to this point here and then
Okay.
sell off.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
But what about BTC USD?
BTC.
Yes, sir.
So for the past days, BTC has been dropping.
For the past,
For some days, it's been dropping.
okay.
Yeah. So if I am to trade it, I want it to go up, come to this level, and then it will eventually sell off.
Okay. You may need to get to 20 to 25.
Yeah, it should come because if we are looking at this as an impulse, normally the way the market moves is when there is a move to one side, we expect it to pull back, give back at least 50% of what 50% of the move, even if it wants to go higher. The meeting is going to expire in about 60 seconds. Except you can join back. Okay.